Well. Looks like we're about to start another McCrazy Talk podcast.
Yeah.
What's good? What's cracking? How you doing?
Hey.
My name is Mark McCrazy.
I'm Ind B.
DJ Menace.
And the McCrazy Talk podcast is basically a podcast where we discuss the dumbest news stories of the week.
Stupid news.
Season 1, episode 10. Wow.
Look, Mama, we made it.
Yes.
Double
Yes.
digits. Look at Jesus.
So we do this podcast to celebrate the dumbest stories of the week. Of course, we are doing this because you really don't get these dumb stories because the news is dominated by politics. For some reason, our president likes to talk to foreign countries' leaders and try to make deals whether or not he's going to let them have weapons or get our aid or not.
The day after he got off from just doing it.
Wow. So,
Too much.
but we won't be talking about that.
No.
Don't
We're not
doing
us
that.
out. We love
Thank
you.
No, we're not doing
Jesus.
that.
Oof.
We're talking about these stories. Like, what is the longest delay you've ever had on an airline?
Oh, I hate delays.
Let me tell you, it wasn't this long. That's for damn sure.
Okay.
And a lady thought that she was eating avocado. Nope. What she was really eating sent her ass to the hospital.
Uh-oh.
And if you think your in-laws suck, this lady wants you to shut up because she's got the worst in-laws that you've ever seen. Okay. That's what we're going to sit there and talk about in today's McCrazy Talk podcast, shall we? We'll also talk about how a woman gets really upset. And Indy, I'm sure you're probably going to say good. Even though she stabbed a guy, Florida woman's upset because, well, this guy used her phone to go on Facebook and talk to other women.
Oh, that is a stabbable offense.
Yeah,
What do
she
you
got all
mean?
stabby. Real stabby.
How sad is he?
Yeah.
You don't have your own phone, bro?
But you know, this
To
is the
cheat.
This is the equivalent of like somebody using baby mama car to go cheat.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Same
but
thing.
what I'm saying is that you're so sad. Like, you're going to go holla at chicks, and you don't even have a phone.
No. Yeah. Baby, let me use your phone. It's like, baby, let me use your car.
If you get any calls from numbers you don't know tonight,
Hey,
I'm going to answer that.
Put them to voicemail.
Wow.
Oh boy, the Florida woman, shocker, who stole several items from a store was found riding topless on a bicycle. Employees called the police after the woman wore a pair of stolen flip-flops and placed the other items in the bag and left. And actually, when officers approached the woman, she wasn't wearing a shirt.
She was riding down the highway on her bike with her boobs out.
Right.
What?
They told her to pull over. She said, "Make me." Oh, they did. Oh, they did.
They tased them titties.
Yeah, the beating.
are
The beating was swift too. Let me tell you. Got it. Yep.
Drugs are bad.
It's never anybody who with boobs you want to see.
No, usually some run over traffic cones.
Yeah, sitting on her stomach.
Yeah. Guess what they found inside of a baby stroller? Wasn't a baby. They noticed this lady really laboring to push this baby stroller. It's like, got a 25-year-old in that stroller?
Ass kids.
50 pound baby.
Who's in that stroller? Gary Coleman? Anyway, it was $6,000 worth of quarters that was stolen.
Where did you even access that?
I don't know. Maybe she knocked over some parking meters,
A laundromat?
a laundromat, vending machines. I don't know. $6,000 worth of quarters.
That's 24,000 quarters.
That's heavy as hell.
24,000 quarters?
That's a lot of money, though.
Now, I think I've told you guys a story about how the worst radio promotion I've ever been a part of. Did I tell you about this? We did this thing where we're doing this thing called Pennies from Heaven. And people would come meet us at at this one location. We promoted it for weeks. Come on, drop off your pennies and we're going to donate it. We couldn't move them.
It was so many.
We could not move them
Nobody thought that far ahead.
at all. They were so heavy. And we had one of those dumpsters, you know, the ones that are in the back of your house, like people have, the city gives you. We filled up one or two of those. And then when it was time, when it was time to move that bitch,
It was not. Oh, wow. So what you do with the pennies?
I don't know. I dipped. I was out of there. I was like, bam, I'll see y'all later. Figure this shit out.
Dang, that sucks. Thought it was a great idea at the time, though.
Filled up an entire dumpster with
Two of them. But we
can't
had
lift
there was
that.
an event. It was like a 2 or 3 hour event.
Right.
And we're filling it up and we're done because people were bringing like those milk jugs full of them and we're pouring them in there. We got 2 of them full. It's like, okay, well, this has been great. Everybody's high-fiving each other. All right, well, let's load them on.
And Mark was like, I'm out.
I'm out. I think I left the oven on. Yeah. Bad deal.
Yeah.
Florida woman was forced to bite a camel in the berries to
What?
escape after the animal sat on her at one of those tiger truck stop in Louisiana.
What's going on in Louisiana? This just sounds crazy.
She ran into an enclosure chasing her deaf dog.
Yeah, she got to get her dog.
Oh.
I'm saying if the enclosure only had a camel, I would do that too, but
Right.
not with a tiger.
No, or hippo or anything like that.
No.
I'd be like, what was that? The dog's 8 years old. We got 8 good years out of that dog.
Yeah.
That's-
Bye-bye.
So anyway, the camel said, "Oh, this is a fantastic place to sit."
Sat on her.
Right.
On her face.
She couldn't get up.
And all you hear from her is, then finally, crunch. He got up then.
Oh, that's traumatizing.
She's lucky he didn't kick her in the face.
Right. You're right. Exactly.
I wonder what that tastes.
So anyway, dog owner 1, camel ball 0.
Indy wants to taste camel balls.
I don't want to.
Sounds like a delicacy.
Delicacy. Woman admits that he has drugs in her purse, but it's not just any purse. She has a special name for her purse. She calls it her felony purse.
Okay.
If you see me with this one, officer, you know to get me.
All my crimes are in this damn bag.
I would never smoke crack with my dooney.
Ever. All right, I know that, Menace, you just mentioned something about Louisiana.
Yes.
Right? So let's get serious for a second. I have to share this story, even though it's sad, but it's something that we got to share because it is one of the wildest news stories of the week. I'm not sure if you heard about this guy and the proposal that went terribly, terribly wrong. It's trending.
A Louisiana man's elaborate wedding proposal in Tanzania has turned deadly. Stephen Weber reportedly drowned after proposing to his girlfriend, Kenesha Antoine, underwater. They were vacationing on Pemba Island in a cabin with a bedroom submerged in the ocean. That's the note there. Stephen swam underwater last week, held a note against a window, and never resurfaced. The State Department did confirm the death. The resort says local authorities are investigating.
Now,
You know, it's
That's
because
horrible.
It's because she was in the window like, I can't read it. Straighten it up.
complaining.
That is horrible.
It's
She
so
has to live with
tragic.
that. She has to live with that.
You got to answer that
That
quick.
memory.
You can't be like, well,
Let me think about it.
This is a romantic thing gone terribly, terribly wrong.
terribly wrong.
I mean, this is not like,
That's
you know,
awful.
trying to have a romantic day and you kick a candle over and it starts a small fire. No, this is somebody's dead.
Yeah.
I always wonder about those like hotels underwater and restaurants underwater because to me,
It's
just
scary.
one little crack gonna set off everything.
That's
And
exactly
the
right.
pressure, like,
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
and
I'm
one
good.
crack.
I don't need that. You're in the middle of the night, you're sleeping, you're...
I'm out. It's not gonna be a leak. It's just gonna explode. You know.
This is also crazy. Fire. Cops in Kentucky investigated a fire, and they found a man sitting in the middle of the flames, eating a hamburger.
I bet it was cooked well.
I bet it was. He's like, this is a great indication of some people's lives. Like the world's crashing around them, and they're like unbothered.
This burger is delicious.
AKA Republicans.
Somebody, I had to read this.
Couldn't resist.
I had to read this like 10 times to understand it. So hopefully, the first time I read it, you guys will understand this.
Okay.
A woman in Japan sued her female ex. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Over infidelity
Okay.
Okay.
for having an affair with her sperm donor.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
So they had a sperm donor because obviously they're not making a baby.
Right. And
And she was like, "Well, Ma, I just want to try the real thing. I don't just want the product. Let me see how you
Right.
make it and everything."
Okay.
wrap your brain around that one.
All right.
Do people really hate homeless people this bad? What town, in your opinion, have you been to where you're like, damn, there's a lot of homeless people here?
Denver.
Okay. For me, it would be San Francisco or Seattle.
Oh yeah.
LA's bad too, but for some reason, San Francisco is on some other shit. And that's what this story is out of. People in San Francisco are buying boulders to put on the sidewalk to keep homeless people from setting up tents.
I saw that.
Because I know in Seattle, I don't know about San Francisco, maybe it's a rule there, like you're allowed to pitch a tent anywhere.
Yeah, people are trying to protect their property. I get it, but that's a little mean.
Is this what they're talking about when they complain about the poop on the streets and stuff like that?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
When I heard that, I was like, come on, man. Y'all are just trying to.
When I went to Seattle, I saw some tents like in areas. Like imagine you got to walk up and you're like, what's that out front of the house? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Tent.
Yeah, I know it's an eyesore, but.
I get it.
You put a speaker outside and play Baby Shark over
and over again. Okay, so at an assisted living facility, one man punched another one. Why? Taking too long in the bathroom.
He had to go.
Yeah, man.
Clearly his bladder is not a young bladder anymore.
That ain't no bladder, Indy. That man was in there he went in there with the Ebony magazine.
Oh.
Christmas edition.
Oh. No, I'm saying the guy who wanted to use the bathroom.
I got it.
He had to
There
go.
was a guy who worked with us
go.
who would like show up early just so he could poop in the station instead of at home.
I tell you, every time you bring him up, I get so mad.
I'm glad he's not around.
But I swear, he came to work to take a shit, and it used to piss me off.
Yeah. And I'm working the morning shift real early. I done had coffee, some food. Like, mine's worked up, bro.
Yeah, you got out of bed, drove to work.
Yes.
And then took a shit.
Yeah.
And you do that every day.
And then they were like, oh, time to work.
Maybe he's drinking coffee on the way to work and it
No,
moves
he never had coffee in his hand. Never.
This guy's name is Bobby Joe Preacher. How does he sound? He probably sounds a lot like this here.
Yeah.
Right? Because he is from Tennessee. Anyway, a man frustrated with juveniles riding ATVs near his Tennessee home shot one of them with a pellet gun because he said, I'm sick and tired of y'all driving by my house. Y'all got that loud-ass ATV. I don't want to hear it. You come back down here again, you're going to meet the other end of my Winchester.
Kind of film a little bit. I don't like noise.
Now, you can try me with it. I'll do it. I'll be damn here to come. Shot him.
Nashville's becoming Alabama to me. It's kind of taking the crown.
Yeah, man. It really has. Hear about this lady? She sees a kitty cat. Oh, the stray kitten. Come here. Come here. My name is Mr. Marbles. Get over here, kitten. So she got the kitten in the house. After a little while in the kitten in the house, somebody says, Mary?
Come here, let me tell you something.
That's the motherfucking bobcat.
Oh, wow. She would have figured it out in a few months.
Oh, I was wondering why he's so aggressive.
Yeah. I wonder why he pounced on me at night.
Right. I wonder why the dog is terrified of him.
Yeah. I have a pit bull. It's hiding out back.
Dog won't come in the house now.
Right.
Oh, man.
Man, please. Wow. Okay, did you hear about there's a porn star and Bridget the Midget?
Oh, I've heard of her.
Have you?
Yeah.
Very popular in the porn community.
There's only like 3, so I've heard of her.
Bridget the Midget, I guess she, what was it say here? Attacked when she caught her boyfriend with another woman. She immediately woke him up with a butter knife to the calf.
A butter knife to the calf. Okay.
The optics of this.
Indeed. That's as high up as she could reach.
But the...
You know, the knives are on another shelf.
Oh.
Yeah, she can't get the sharp.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh. bless her heart.
yeah, man. You know,
She's got the first thing that she could grab.
right? She's like, this will have to do. This or a spoon.
The very bottom drawer is plasticware. Right above that was the butter knives.
Right,
And
exactly.
then the real knives.
Well, you know, they say she's short-tempered.
I was trying to think of a few, but I decided I wasn't going to do it.
You're not gonna do it.
Yeah, it's a tall order.
Ah, I see. Mm-hmm. All right. We'll keep it short. On to the next story. Let's see here.
Dang it. I can never think of one.
Can't think of one. Andy got to come loaded. The gun got to load the gun quick. We were like, you know, AR-15s with these.
I see. It's
Rapid
not
fire.
there.
Man drinks 7 beers before turning himself into the police because he has a warrant. I'm going to get hammered because I know I'm about to go to jail. The only way I can deal with jail is if I got myself some Jack in me.
I feel him on that.
So he gets down there, drunk as hell, stumbling. All right, well, I'm here now, so you just lock me up now. Shit, man, damn. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care. Okay. I got warrants and shit, but I don't do what you do. He said, You don't have any warrants, sir, but yeah, come on inside.
Come on in.
Come on in.
You're very welcome now.
Have a seat.
For someone who does not drink a drop, you're pretty good at drunk impersonations.
Yeah.
I've been around several drunk people.
Yeah, you did that pretty well.
How long have you had a flight delayed?
Couple hours.
Hours.
For me, 8 hours. And then they canceled it. True story. Went to the airport, Spirit Airlines, got there about 7 o'clock for a 9 o'clock flight. They kept delaying it. Hour after hour after hour after hour. Around 5 o'clock, they canceled it. I spent a whole work day at the airport.
For nothing.
That's jacked up. Did you get a voucher?
No. They told me they could reschedule me. I went to Southwest Airlines. Anyway, I said all that to say this. Passengers on an American Airlines flight from Peru to Dallas were stuck in Peru for 3 days. Kept delaying the flight.
3 days.
3 days. Delayed flights.
3 hours literally makes me damn near a murderous, rampaging bastard.
I'm ready to open a vein.
Yes.
Yeah, seriously. It's few things that are more infuriating than that.
The flight itself does not bother me. Everything else about flying sucks ass.
It's the leg room for me. That's probably the most annoying thing. And me fighting with the asshole next to me over who gets the armrest.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah. All right, so do you like getting cussed out? If not, you don't want this.
Okay.
If you don't mind getting cussed out, I got just the thing for you. What am I talking about? Alexa, you can now have Samuel L. Jackson as your voice.
I
That's
read that.
awesome.
Did you hear this?
That's dope.
So there's a commercial for this, and they're trying to sell it. Go ahead and listen.
Just like we practiced. Ready?
I'm always ready.
Showtime.
Today in Los Angeles, it's 85 degrees. Say my name. Woohoo! Oh, aren't we organized? I'm not reminding you of...
Not bad for a rookie.
Say rookie again.
Very
I dare
cool.
you.
Very cool. Very cool.
I would like him. I would like that voice to wake me up.
It
in the
would have
morning.
to
That'd
have
be dope.
motherfucking in every sentence, or it's
Oh, you
not
can tell it to
authentic.
cuss too. I read
You
that
can?
yeah, you can set a feature to make them cuss.
Alexa, what's the weather today?
It's
Higher 55, motherfucker. Bring your umbrella, bitch.
You ever heard the GPS with Snoop Dogg?
Yes, that's kind of cool.
That's
yeah.
really great. Make a left, nephew. No, he really says that. Like, it's
Oh, I love
really
it.
good.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's dope.
So this guy gets busted with 1,130 marijuana plants in his van, right? You got to go to jail for that. But he says, no. That's not weed. It's peppermint.
Oh, okay.
That's what peppermint looks like
Yeah.
and smells like.
They kind of look kind of.
Cops ain't been arresting people for weed every day their whole careers.
Right. They don't know what a weed plant is. You'd be better off saying it was.
He was trying.
You'd be better off saying it was wild parsley or oregano plant.
Tried.
A Nashville woman charged with public indecency. Why? Because she was walking along Charlotte Pike completely nude. I'm talking about boobs, bush, hiney,
Booty.
all out, right? And she said that exact thing. She said she did it all because
Too hot for clothes.
it's hot out here in Charlotte.
Texas
Oh,
will
I mean,
make you-
Nashville, excuse me. Hot out here in
Make you
Nashville.
want to walk around naked.
Yeah. Well, no, because then your whole body will catch on fire.
I heard.
The sun.
I heard we
bakes
might
you.
get a cold front next Thursday. I'm pretty
look at
turned.
Jesus.
Me too. I'm so happy about
That
it.
means it's gonna be 70 degrees.
I'll take it.
A guy was arrested for calling the cops 22 times just to burp. This is so ridiculous. Yep. He didn't say anything. They were like, hello, precinct 25. Called it 22 times.
22 times.
That's
22 times.
pretty funny.
How much soda or beer did he drink? to
I don't know.
burp 22 times.
Dude, that's the Dr. Pepper or root beer. Easily.
I know he hung up giggling every time. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do it one more time. One more time.
Absolutely. This is another story here that's actually pretty crazy. And I was wondering on whether or not I should report this because it's another sad story. But I'm going to report it because we are doing the craziest news stories of the week. Just shows you who we're sharing the malls and roads with, right? 33-year-old woman from Maine was arrested in the death of her 1-year-old daughter. Why? Because she's accused of rubbing heroin residue on the girl's gums to help her sleep.
What?
1-year-old daughter, Right. Pronounced dead at an area hospital.
Damn.
Yep. The medical examiner later determined that she died of acute intoxication.
What
1
would
year
make
old.
you do that?
Some kids just don't have a chance, man.
They do not have a chance.
All you should do is give her some tussin.
That's dangerous too.
Just a
A
little bit.
1-year-old?
Just a little. Just a little.
Well, like they used to do.
How about you just hold it until it falls
A
asleep?
little bit of tussin.
Like they used to do, like the old people used to do. Want the baby to go to sleep, you go ahead and give them that baby hot toddy, or you run some the bourbon on the gums.
Yeah, the bourbon.
Put some bourbon on the gums. Knock them right out.
Oh my God.
That way I can watch my falcon crest in peace. Dynasty's on at 8 o'clock. Rub some gin on the baby gums.
Okay. That baby to sleep.
Okay, so a lady thought she was eating avocado. Mm-hmm. She wasn't. What is avocado like? That you would be like,
green.
okay, well, I could see her making that mistake. I could see that.
Like
Nothing
from the
looks like
outside or from the outside, maybe a mango?
No, from the inside, the green
The
stuff.
inside. Well, what's green?
I'll take you out of your misery.
Yeah, please do.
Wasabi.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
wow.
She took a scoop of wasabi.
And ate
And
that bitch.
ate it?
Yes. And what she ended up with actually landed in the British Medical Journal. Something called broken heart syndrome. Chest pain spread to her arm. She wound up going to the hospital, triggered a heart condition. Broken heart syndrome. They said it's the same thing you feel after something tragic happens. Like someone close to you dying or the end of the relationship can trigger acute heart problems. And apparently, wasabi, mistaken for avocado, does the same thing.
Yeah, if she ate enough. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Because a little tiny bit will have your whole, like, you feel like you're on fire.
Have you seen a video that's on YouTube of this little girl? She's got to be about 1.5 or 2. And her mom must be eating wasabi. And she's asking for, Mom, what's some wasabi? Wasabi. And she's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So her mom puts, like, I'm talking about a dot.
A dot is a lot.
And gave it to the baby. Okay, because you bothered me here. And so she gives it to the little baby. And the baby, and then she looks at her mom and she goes, help.
That's how it makes you feel.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
love
goodness.
it. I love
And
it.
she took a whole spoonful. Oh wow.
If you think that your in-laws suck, this lady in England wants you to shut up.
Shut it.
And the reason she wants you to shut up is because she posted her in-laws' insane list of complaints while they were visiting.
Oh boy.
Can I just read you some of the shit that her in-laws were complaining about?
In-laws, man. Go ahead.
The dogs wouldn't cuddle with them.
What?
The local swimming pool they belonged to wasn't open late enough. They didn't have enough music on vinyl. The house had too many rugs. The planes overhead were flying too low. Someone used the bathroom in the middle of the night and heard the toilet flush.
Oh my God.
They had a bunch of spare clothes in, I guess, his size, but he didn't like the selection. Guess Grandpa didn't. The gates on the stairs to keep the kids safe were really inconvenient.
Wow.
They gave him a choice of 3 blankets. They all were terrible. The tiles they gave him were white. Don't like white tiles. And the front gate was too squeaky.
You know what all that says to me?
Don't bring your ass back here.
Don't come to my house.
Right. Stay at a fucking
Stay
hotel.
at a hotel.
You don't have to deal with any of this ever again.
My girlfriend might come over. You might wake up with a midget and a butter knife as your cat.
Yeah, you don't want this
Just
smoke.
don't stay here.
And
Wow.
we'll end with this story here. The most stressful thing about your first vacation with a new partner is what?
Huh.
Vacation with a new partner.
You go on vacation together. What's the most stressful part of that vacation?
The sleep.
No.
What?
I have no clue.
Pooping.
Oh, yeah. That part.
Why? Because you don't want to leave a stinking bathroom or something?
Right.
You know we all poop, babe.
I know. But let me tell you something. Your colon really doesn't do you justice in these situations.
Because that might be a relationship ender before it even really pops off.
Especially if, you need a toilet brush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you leave behinds, I'm done.
Crumbs?
Yeah, don't. I'm done.
Well, you got to flush twice. Once for the
Yeah.
bulk, twice for the remainder.
If I see that, I don't want to be with you anymore.
Damn, Indy.
It's embarrassing.
Here's how you fix it, right? There's usually one in the lobby. Say you want to go downstairs to the lobby for something.
Right.
And blow their bathroom out.
Yeah, or wait till I leave for a few minutes and then you go.
I'm going to go get some more cream and sugar for the coffee because there's not enough in the room.
I'll go with you. Stay your ass up here, please.
Damn, bitch, you clingy. We can't be separate for 5 minutes.
All right, there it is. Another McCrazy Talk podcast. We appreciate you. Make sure that you subscribe. Don't be an asshole. You can find us on YouTube. You can also find us on Spotify. And you can also find us on iTunes.
Nice.
Okay.
Very good. And Castbox. I noticed we're on Castbox as well.
Doing a damn thing.
All right. Y'all be good. Talk to you next week, God willing.